down Haji as much as he can. Implosion comes on the through, stunning up Mr. Pinkman himself, forcing out the vengeance. Haji is trying his best, but he can't sustain any longer. But with the help of the Death Sonata, they find one as MP tries to run away. No.
Trigo, they have to go away. Haji is chasing them out, but no, they want to fight back. MP goes in. Haji is so low. Nino grabs the kill. Because... Oh, Florin though! Oh, I did not see that Florin coming, not gonna lie.
What? Okay. How do they control?
With just a few heals, all that damage is denied. And then after that, the Granger just toss out the Rondo, the Death Sonata. So it's all about sustaining, where your opponents, whether they like it or not, they won't have enough damage. And then eventually you'll just win the fight.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Oh boy. This is going to be an interesting one. AE going to be on blue side up against Blacklist International on the red side. This mid lane is such a big question mark here because Rondell is going to find a lot of value in it unless he gets chunked out super early on. But even so, it looks like it's going to be a purple start for Mr. MP. He wants to end up towards the top side of the map unless he wants to do a half clear and then head down to the bottom side to play around outplayed once more. Anything in the emblems that catch your interest?
A little bit. So we see that Granger, they have two options. Either go for the Assassin emblem or the Fighter emblem. With the Fighter emblem, you know he's just going to be poking out a lot. But it looks like Outplay goes for the Assassin emblem, understanding that he's going to be the majority of the damage. So he goes for the Assassin emblem. So if Outplay gets taken down, then higher chance for Alter Ego to win the fight. But Blacklist International, they just got to take the chance, pick up the Assassin emblem, so it's something for Alter Ego to take note of.
I do think it is interesting that he's also going for Festival of Blood. Again, it's one of those choices where it feels like he wants to either think about building into War Axe, because I don't think he's worried about... Actually, no. I think he has to actually go for Sky Piercer, right? They don't have strong finishers unless MP gets like a huge lead.
Yeah, and honestly right now, Alter Ego, they have a very limited time to win the game, but they can't really win any kind of pokes because in mid, having this Hilda actually wins you a lot of trades. And now look at Alter Ego, they're waiting for someone, and Haji, he just heals up.
Yeah, Mr. Pinkman is going to be joining in here. He hasn't hit level 4 just yet. He won't be able to start chasing down his targets. This is the big problem we were initially worried about. Now, forcing out the vengeance early on. It looks like MP is trying his best with the electrifying beats. Initially was on the turtle, but instead had to turn and divert his attention away because his team is just not prepared for this neutral take just yet. Mr. Pinkman, he's already level 4, jumps in, straight in for Nino and finds it, gets pushed away, but even so, Haji is able to find a trade back, a 2-for-1 in favor of Blacklist.
Dude, that's so tanky. Roundel now goes in, maybe trying to get a kill here. Also low, MP gets taken down. Haji sure secures the turtle, but now Roundel has a lot of options. He wants Haji, but Haji is so fast. Roundel still wants to go for it and still doesn't get it.
Okay, Roundel made the smart choice. He decided to use the dash to get out rather than to go in further to try and go for a reset. Mainly because he just doesn't have enough mana. It's so early on into the game, but that was quite the brawl, and Blacklist is playing on a very fine line, really abusing that early game power and not to mention sustainability.
Oh yeah, now Gaby has to get away, but JM Pinkman is just chasing after him. And Blacklist International, honestly, even if they don't get killed, they're fine. They just want to slow them down. They just want enough time for the Florian to get items. And then after that, you just look at Alter Ego, type Aljan, and just be like, hey guys, GG, good luck for your next matches.
Yes, of course, they have to go into all chat to make it known to them.
Yeah.
But with the mid lane, once again, being pushed out very early on by Alter Ego, they're diverting their attention towards the bottom side of the map. Now, it looks like Outplayed has been able to win over the River Crab a number of times against Highs in this match, so they want to alleviate some pressure, let Highs catch back up into this matchup, especially against Outplayed, who's, again, going to be the main win condition for Blacklist International. He has to be the big finisher.
Well, something to note of as well, Gideon, is that Blacklist International, 0 purifies.
Oh, you're right.
Dreams has very good opportunities to get them. So Blacklist International, they need to have this mental stamina to always remember there's a Tigreal. There's a Tigreal, there's a Tigreal. Keep your distance, because the moment they like forget the Tigreal exists, Dreams can just turn the tables around.
You know what? I'm also surprised that Outplayed is also taking Flicker for himself, right? Because even if we're not thinking about Implosion, just the curtain call alone from Nino, it's a bit of an issue, right? You flicker, if you get locked down to 2 people, you can't even flicker away. So I think that there's a lot of angles. Hold on, Gebe. He's trying to lock down Haji as much as he can. Implosion comes on the through, stunning up Mr. Pinkman himself, forcing out the Vengeance. Haji is trying his best, but he can't sustain any longer. But with the help of the Death Sonata, they find one as MP tries to run away. No, he gets hit, and Highs is not letting him run for free. It's going to be a 2-for-1 this time in favor for Alter Ego. I thought for a moment Outplayed stole it. Never mind, it's a 3-for-1 on top of the turtle for Alter Ego.
This is best case scenario for Alter Ego, and Highs is making this first pick Harif work, because going up against the Joy, usually Joy wins the matchup going up against Harif. But oh, hold on, looks like Alter Ego, they have to go away. Haji is chasing them out, but no, they want to fight back. MP goes in, Haji is so low, Nino grabs the kill. MP, that might have been a mistake, because Gabe gets a killing spree.
The curtain call finding max value here. If it's an isolated target, maybe Haji has a chance to live, but locked down against another frontliner, there's nothing you can do. And while this has been happening, bot tier 1 will eventually collapse. His first item power spikes are starting to roll in for Alter Ego.
Yeah, we can also see that Pinkman does want to do a little bit more damage. So he first items goes for that War Axe. And yeah, Blacklist International, if they lose by 2,000 gold, honestly, it's fine. But now they're losing by 3,000. So Alter Ego definitely has a big advantage here. But again, they're on a... Their time is very, very limited. Eventually, the Florian will get the Flask of the Oasis, and then at that time, it's going to be much, much more difficult to deal with any members of Blacklist International.
Honestly, we'll see, because again, I am a little scared for Phobiuses who want to first item the War Axe in the first place. Yes, it's very, very useful, and it's powerful even, especially in the earlier stages of the game, but then you run into the problem of being unable to really hard sustain against some of the members from the side of Alter Ego, especially if you get CC'd and don't dodge the abilities, right? You just get punished even harder if you're unable to, you know, dodge the initial hits.
I do agree. Now Haji taking a lot of damage. That's so much coming in from Rondo as well as Gabe, but it looks like Gabe will get the kill with the Soul Sever. And now Nino is chasing MP away. Alter Ego is using this opportunity to start controlling the jungle. Now if Alter Ego wants, they have 2 options. They can go for mid, they can go for top. And they could also just not go for it. Let the turrets get the minions, so that Blacklist is just denied of gold.
Yep, and this is honestly very comfortable for AE, right? They have Nino just sitting on the top side, just be the watchman, count how many people show up on that top side, and if by any chance that MP the King does happen to go over, just take him out. They're not worried about that. Nino is in a very comfortable position, not only in lane, but has been doing so much in these team fights as Alter Ego cut off these rotations to find a T2 on the bot side of the map.
Yeah, at 7 minutes of the game, this is very good timing coming in from Alter Ego, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Perxiva still has not gotten the first item just yet, and now Outplayed, he is forced to go for a Sea Halberd a little bit earlier, just so that he can deal with some of the sustain, especially coming in from Nino. Alter Ego is just taking turrets over turrets over turrets at this point.
Yep, I mean, this is the tempo that we were talking about, right? This is what the meta has been all about. When you have that advantage, make sure that you can flaunt it in the faces of your opponent and suffocate them as early as possible, because the early game is very short. The mid game is especially long, but once you reach that 10 to 11 minute mark, you better have those 3 core items ready to go.
Yeah, we're looking at the gold leaderboard here. Highs is 6,000, and if we're looking at Outplay, a little bit over 1,500 difference here just from the gold lead. And this is a very big difference, because this does mean that Highs will get that Holy Crystal very, very fast.
Yep, and you can tell that the stat checking is becoming very evident. Mr. Pinkman can't sustain as hard as he wants to, and even Haji in the front line getting chunked out here. The fear is great, but Nino is just creating so much space. He has nowhere to retreat to, even when he has sprint.
I gotta tell you, Gideon, it's rare to see a Hilda die that fast. Like, Haji is not having a good time. 1-4-1 as a tank, it's okay to throw bodies, but that kind of makes it so that one of your win condition is out, and now Zaman Force has been used onto Jay and Pikmin, and just like Haji, he gets taken down immediately.
They just have no disengage. They're just hoping that the frontliners can actually sustain against the raw damage of Alter Ego. And now that Heiza has got the Holy Crystal 9 minutes 31 seconds into the game, he is hitting everything on time, and this snowball is not going to stop. Zaman Force being popped again by Heiz as he's going to crack open the mid inhibitor 9 minutes 43 seconds into the game. Haji trying to run into that backline, but Roundel is playing a strong game as the electrifying beats come out. He flickers away. Is he going to be able to survive? No, the Leonin catches him as he jumps right back in with the help of that Temporal Rain underneath his inhibitors. Nicely done by Blacklist International as they do find Roundel, but it's just not enough.
Yeah, MP now is utilizing the heal. We can definitely see the heal helping out MP quite a lot. He's able to sustain in between, I believe, 3 members of Alter Ego just now. And you were talking about it, Gideon. Now Outplay does have that
Sky Piercer.
Sky Piercer, thank you very much. But it's very, very low. Now MP is gonna get taken down by Heiz. I gotta say, man, next season for MPLID, you gotta look at this guy.
Dude, AE, they've got Heiz and they're ready to go. This is looking so devastating. How is Blacklist International going to even delay it, right? They don't have high ground defense. They wanted to win early, and now it's an endgame scenario.
As Zaman Force popped in, they're just going for that Crystal Gem. Pikmin trying to delay it, but looks like it's GG. Alter Ego defeats Blacklist International.
Man, and it has to end like this. A 2-1 victory for Alter Ego. A strong game, as once they had a concrete lead, they did not let it go, deny the main win conditions in Mr. MP, and I mean, Heiz,